Did you see the Tom Brady roast?
I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it. I mean, you know this Sunday night was the first game of the
Hmm.
Eastern Conference semifinals for Rangers Hurricanes, so I was busy watching that Sunday night.
Yeah.
Um, and I told myself I'll try to rewatch the roast on Friday night when I get an opportunity to. But some of the clips were absolutely hilarious, though.
Yeah, I've watched. I didn't watch the whole thing. I've been at a firefighter conference the last couple days, and last day's tomorrow. So I'll probably watch it when it's over because I have to go back on shift tomorrow after the conference. But I also watch clips. But when I saw the headline of Gisele Bündchen mad that people were making
Bro,
jokes at her expense, I was like, Gisele, shut the fuck up.
exactly. Shut up. No
Listen,
one fucking cares about you anymore.
you make $80 million a year. What the fuck do you care? What do
Yo,
you care? First off, you did it. I mean, listen, not in anybody's marriage. You do what you got to do, whatever. But if I'm with the shop boys and we're out having a fun time and we're drinking and I piss myself because I drank too much, you know
hmm
what I should expect for the rest of all time? Hey,
me to
Jerm pissed
remind you.
himself. Joe,
Yeah.
yeah. And whenever the opportunity arises, hey, Jerm pissed himself,
hmm
and like, I have to eat that. I have to
hmm
accept that. You slept with the tennis instructor or the kung fu instructor, whatever he was, whatever. I have fun, have a blast,
hmm
but also don't get mad when at a roast of all places
hmm
it gets brought back up. Of course, it gets brought back up. You think Tom Brady was crying? Tom Brady was more defensive of
Robert
one of
Kraft.
Robert Kraft
Yeah.
than Tom Brady jokes losing his family. Like
Yeah.
there was a plenty of Tom Brady, you lost your family jokes, and he laughed it off. And the only thing he really got defensive about was the Robert Kraft's,
Oh yeah.
you know,
That was a
massage
little
jerk off.
cringy. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I watched a clip of Nikki Glazer on Howard Stern
Hmm.
after the roast, and he had asked her specifically about that and said, "Hey, do you think he did it for comedic effect, or was he serious?" And she was like, "I don't know, but something tells me he might have been serious because Robert Kraft has been kind of like a father figure to him." And has really supported him throughout. So maybe he didn't want obviously Jeff Ross going into. I didn't think the joke was that bad. So what? I mean, and
No.
he got caught getting handies at a massage parlor. Lean into
Yeah.
it, man. You're
Yeah.
worth like $1 billion. Who cares? Like, I mean, shit. I know people worth way less than that going out and getting those. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. He could have said maybe he was leaning into something way worse, and Tom knew it was coming and told Jeff, "Hey, knock that shit off." But
Yeah.
I've never seen someone getting roasted get up and go tell, especially the roast master, "Yo, cut that shit out."
But you know who can do it? Tom Brady can do it. But I mean, as
I
far
think. I
as
mean, didn't he like who organized this? It was
I mean, it was Netflix. Netflix paid him $30 million, so I'm assuming they
they
went to
paid
him
Brady $30 million.
$30 million to sit up there and basically let everybody call his wife a whore for like
Was there
an hour
no
and a
one
half.
else to? I mean, look, I'm all for it, right? You have. I
Yeah.
mean, but like, was there really no one? Are we running out of people to roast? Like,
But I feel like Tom Brady's a good one right now because he's not really doing anything, right? He just retired. There's things to talk about,
yeah,
and he's about to transition now officially after taking the year off of being. It's weird to say a year off of being retired
yeah, to go to
to
the booth,
to
right?
go to the booth now.
Yeah,
So this is like his reintroduction. I don't know what the timing is about this. Maybe they've been trying to do it for a while, and maybe it was just just this was the agreed upon time. But
yeah,
I thought it was cool, like it because what's the number one fear that people had of Tom Brady going to the booth was he doesn't have any personality. He doesn't do
yeah.
this. He's not going to be exciting. He's not going to be Tony Romo, whatever.
So you know what
So
they needed to do? Pay him $30 million to get personality, I guess.
I get. Hey, listen. The funniest joke, one of his jokes was that the NFL spent $20 million to prove I may or may not have deflated footballs. Well, if they would have just given me $20 million, I would have told them I did it. I was like,
That's really good.
it's really funny, and
Yeah,
like that's who we need, right? And then Drew Bledsoe was very funny. Basically said, you know, you've won six Super Bowls. I get it. Like I should be upset because you took my job, but I'm not. I'm happy for you. There's things that you've done that I'll never do, and there's things that that I've experienced that you'll never experience, like being the number one draft pick and having a 28th year wedding anniversary.
reverse.
It is like that's funny. Like that's and Tom Brady again. He's popular enough to do that, and like who else but Tom Brady can you get at that level to do a roast like that.
Is
Like
it
Will Smith,
appealing to non-sports fans or non-football fans though?
yeah, because Tom Brady is also world famous, right? They have a movie, 85 for Brady, like with a bunch with like
Yeah,
all
no,
the old.
I skip that shit anytime I'm on a flight
Oh, I
and it's
know,
in the
but
seat back.
it's
I'm like, yeah, no,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
it's been there for like 2 years. I'm like, no, I'm
yeah,
not doing this because you know how like the ones with the numbers come up
yeah,
first alphabetically. You're like, get the shit
yeah.
out of my
I
face. I
don't
don't
want
care
that.
about four old women wanting
Yeah,
to go meet Tom Brady at a fucking Super Bowl.
but that's why he's able to do this roast because like who it transcends sports, which Netflix is getting into, right?
Yeah,
And actually, I'm going to bring that up in a little bit later because Netflix is doing something really good for the WNBA, and or not Netflix. I'm sorry, it wasn't Netflix. It was it's Disney Plus. But anyway, it's still streaming. But
yeah.
Netflix, you know, they're branching out and doing different things. They're going to be taking over WWE in a little bit, right? Streaming Monday Night Raw in 2025. So their introduction to sports now with Tom Brady, who again transcends sports and pop culture, because even if you're not a football fan, you know who Tom Brady is,
Yeah.
and there's really nobody that famous that you can kind of get these jokes off with. You can't like who are you get Will Smith, like he's gonna get sensitive, like there's none, and I think Will Smith is too far out of the spotlight in terms of gaining a big Netflix audience. And so I think it's hilarious. I think having Bill Belichick up there smiling and laughing and having all the expatriates, and Tom Brady also, there was another joke. He said, Gronk, you made my career, thank you for helping me. I mean, but let's be honest, the Patriots bar was set pretty low. Block, catch the ball, don't murder. I thought that was I
Shit.
mean, Tom Brady was in his bag the entire roast, and I thought it was hilarious. Shout out to him for, and like you also, that's the other important thing about a roast. You have to find somebody who's willing to kind of laugh at himself. Again, the only thing he kind of took exception to was the Robert Kraft stuff, and I think it has something to do with what you're saying. He
Yeah.
just looked at Robert Kraft like a father, and that's probably near and dear to him. He don't give a fuck about Gisele, like you know what I mean.
Oh no, that's long over. He's
Yeah,
like,
that's
yeah, whatever.
whatever. Tiger Woods, maybe Tiger. I think Tiger Woods has. I think now, especially as his career is winding down and he's kind of accepting, like, all right, maybe a couple years ago when he was really trying to mount that comeback, maybe now. But I think now he's kind of like, all right, I'm going to start working with Charlie a little bit. If I can golf, I'll golf, but I'm not going to really push it. Tiger Woods is going to be a good one when they're going to be finally able to